Hello and welcome to all of the beautiful generators who are listening today. You are in the right place if you're going through a dark night of the soul experience at the moment and you need a little bit of guidance. Personally, I've had a few dark night of the soul experiences myself, and I'd really like to share with you some of the wisdom that I've gained from this time to help you move through your experience with more ease and more grace. Now, I have been in the health industry for a good 20 years as a naturopath, a nutritionist, and a medical herbalist, and I'm also a human design analyst. Being on the spiritual path for many decades now, I've learned a lot about what it means to go through a dark night of the soul, and I'd really like to share that with you today. Firstly, it may be a relief to know that all humans on an evolutionary path actually go through a dark night of the soul journey at some stage. As a generator, it's normal for you to feel super frustrated right now. And it's also normal for you to feel disconnected from your sacral responses or your natural ability to experience joy. And while all of this sounds pretty negative, having a dark night of the soul can actually be a beneficial thing. And that's because a dark night of the soul is a type of rebirth. It occurs when you've identified a part of your life or belief system that was keeping you locked or stagnant in your human experience. What you've done is you've recognized, either consciously or unconsciously, with such depth that this experience or belief is outdated for you, that you now have a new truth, which means that an old part of you needs to fade away. Now, this new truth is causing your body, your mind, and your spirit to vibrate at a different frequency. This new frequency can initially feel uncomfortable, especially while your body's cells and emotions are realigning with your new way of being. And that's why physical symptoms and depression often accompany many dark night of the soul experiences. As a generator, you're naturally prone to gut issues, fatigue, and reproductive issues because of your strong sacral center. So please don't be surprised if these issues pop up during this time while you feel a little bit more disconnected from your sacral. It's because your physical structure is releasing that which no longer serves you or is even aligned with you. It's a sort of cleansing, which means you have the potential to exit this time with new, stronger, healthier patterns in your cells if you choose. And that's exciting. Let's be clear. No, you are not lost. And no, you are not broken. On the contrary, this is a time for celebration. And this is a time to acknowledge that you are in a period of growth or soul evolution. You are evolving into a more authentic version of you. Remember that the discomfort or the frustration that you feel during this time is temporary, as change is the only constant on earth. And when you realize that your dark night of the soul is here because you're upgrading your physical and energetic navigation system, the less resistant you feel to where you are right now. And the sooner you can become lighter and more satisfied. But only when the timing is correct for you. Now, it's also important to remember that your life circumstances do not create your physical reality. It is your state of mind that creates your reality. Therefore, you can navigate from dark to light and from sickness to healing simply by dreaming, imagining, and thinking about how you want your life to look and feel. If you can give more attention to that rather than what you're struggling with right now, you will be on an accelerated healing path. There is so much to learn during a dark night of the soul, and if you use it to your advantage, you will be grateful for the experience and the gifts that it gives you once it's complete. Now, here are 3 ways to support yourself during a dark night of the soul. Number 1 is trust. It is vital to trust that where you are in this moment is perfect for you. Trust that everything is always working out for you, regardless of how it looks from our human perspective. Also trust that you are never alone and that you can always call on your spirit team, higher self, and guides for support at any time. Trust that you are receiving the upgrades and the downloads that will make your wildest manifestations even more accessible for you. And trust that you're here listening to this recording for a reason. The second way to support yourself during a dark night of the soul is to recognize divine timing. Remember that divine timing is always at play. Divine timing is why you are experiencing your dark night of the soul right now. And divine timing is offering you the tools that you need to evolve into a stronger, healthier, happier, more authentic version of you that will emerge into the world soon. You can track this energy to some degree by following the human design and/or astrology transits. These tools reveal how the planetary shifts are impacting Earth, and following them can give you a sense of relief, understanding, and even optimism as you move through your liminal space. If you merge these transits with your personal human design soul blueprint or your astrology chart, you can get an even deeper awareness of the specific lessons, gifts, and upgrades that your dark night of the soul is bringing you and why it's happening now. And this is why many of my clients come to me during a dark night of the soul, because they want to feel more empowered by this experience and understand what it's trying to teach them. And the third support tool that you have access to is your human design strategy. As a generator, your strategy is to respond. It's common to feel lost or numb or even confused during a dark night of the soul. And if this is how you feel right now, connecting more deeply with your generator strategy of to respond will help you feel more in control and more connected with the core of who you truly are. It will also help your aura stay strong during these chaotic times. As a reminder, generators are here to respond to the world via their sacral energy. This gives you a yes or a no response to yes or no questions in the moment. So use your sacral for guidance throughout the day with both small and large things. For example, check in with your sacral when you're deciding what to eat. Or ask a friend or a family member to ask you yes or no questions to situations that are confusing you. Notice how it feels when your energy expands, because that is a yes from your sacral. Also notice how it feels when your energy contracts, because that is a no from your sacral. And notice when your sacral doesn't respond at all, because in most cases the lack of response is also a no, as your body didn't light up in response to a stimuli. Use this time to practice what it means to be a sacral being, trusting that when you do this, you are fueling the giant magnet that is your big, beautiful aura. Trusting your sacral will also help you quieten your overactive mind and move more deeply into your intelligent body. The more you listen to your sacral, follow your yes and no responses, and do what lights you up, the sooner you will have a more constant feeling of satisfaction, which is healthy and healing for you, and that will help guide you back to your light again. Remember, you are strong, you are capable, you are worthy, and you are loved. The universe is supporting you, and it was synchronicity that guided you here today. Immersing yourself in these words has already created a shift in your vibration that's created a healing within you. Trust me when I say your radiant generator energy is preparing to shine bright very soon. And I am so excited for you. I am sending you so much love.